Well, hello, you gorgeous mother truckers, you, and welcome to another video. As you've probably already gathered from the title of this video, new evidence has come to light that maybe the guy who was on that roof didn't shoot Charlie Kirk. Now, of course, this does not diminish the painful loss of Charlie. His picture's up there. I watched his memorial service, which was just so emotional. Some of you who follow me have probably read in my posts a prayer I wrote for him and his supporters. But to honour his memory, perhaps we should actually make sure that the truth comes out about exactly who did what. Because the evidence I'm about to show you that this gentleman has just shared, and studying the pictures like he has and understanding weapon ballistics like I do, yeah, it wasn't the guy on the roof that shot him. Now that may not be a popular point of view, and the guy who's done it, it's Range Day Bros. I'll bring him up. So here's Range Day Bro, and as you can see, Kirk assassination, new video evidence changes everything, and it really genuinely does. I'm doing this because, as you'll hear, we'll go through the video as he plays it, he knows that there's a good chance he'll probably get taken down and people will shoot holes in it because because obviously people will accept the narrative. Now, when I watched it, I presumed it had deflected off some body armour and clipped him in the neck, because that would make the logical explanation for how it got him where it did. But this shows you something completely different. And, this will shatter your perceptions, perhaps. I mean, some of you may attack me and have a go. This is nothing to do with disrespecting Charlie Kirk. Whoever did it is a scumbag. But the simple truth of the matter is, my channel is all about talking about things and trying to bring the truth or opening an alternate door to potentially change people's perceptions. Now, this guy has already, you'll hear on his video, he's already had a load of hate over this. And I would expect probably some from myself sharing this video. But I've sat and watched it and gone through the evidence, looked back on all the other videos I've got of it from the time when it happened. And I would have to concur with this evidence. So in any case, I'm going to play the video. I'm going to mute my mic while we do it. And just have a listen and have an open mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now have acquired proof that the FBI's official story is false, whether knowingly or unknowingly. We're going to have an entire monologue and talk about a lot of these things after I show you this, but if you take nothing else away from this video, you need to see this.
And in that video you can see the same, what appears to be the bullet coming down, and it does line up with the actual gunshot itself.
They're not counting gang violence. Great.
So this video was created by a friend of mine who is a Marine. You'll see him here at the end. This is the angle he is showing the shot coming from, showing where Charlie was sitting, and the angle of the shot, which will correspond with this video here, which unfortunately we will blur out Charlie's face, but we will show what is necessary to prove that this was an entry and exit wound. So you'll see him circle the highlighted area right there, and you'll see the exit wound corresponding after, a split second after, as it would from an entry and exit wound.
So before we go any further, that is correct, what he said. It is, the bullet has come through here and exits here, and his reaction, his head, goes actually forward, and then it goes down like that, which is the blow coming from the backside of his head, which would also explain why there was such... I know obviously we're not going to show the actual full thing, but that would explain the extremely traumatic injury to his throat, because it was the exit wound. Anyone who knows anything about firearms knows that bullets go in, they make small holes going in and large holes coming out. In any case, let's carry on and listen.
In this footage, you can clearly see that Charlie is shot from his back right, and there is blood splatter coming out of the entry wound immediately after a shot. The first arc is kind of down, as if it's just gushing out from the entry wound. And then the second shot corresponds with when his head kind of snaps forward. That fluid then flips up in relation to that motion, so you can see there's that second splatter flipping up into the air. This is something that I hadn't seen to this date. I saw this for the first time late in the evening yesterday, and I decided that this needed to be put out immediately because...
Before he carries on, I actually saw this 2 hours ago, and then I spent 2 hours going over all the other footage to confirm this, and I have to concur that the injury to his neck was not from a bullet bouncing off body armour, which he'll cover, but an exit wound. Any case, back to the video.
No one that I know of is talking about this. So big shout out to my friend who actually found this and created this video. You'll see him here in just a moment. But let's just one more time look at this shot. You see bullet comes in that circled area. You have the blood splatter go down, then up, and then immediately after, you see the exit right here with the skin being pierced, and then the exit wound emerges. And again, that is not a far distance for a bullet to travel, whatever the caliber is, whether it be 5.56, 308, 30-06. It's not even a debate at this point. It doesn't matter what caliber killed him. What matters is that the official narrative is not true. Again, whether the FBI knows or not that they're lying, but this is 100% conclusive evidence that Charlie Kirk was shot in the back of the head, and it exited through the front of his throat. All of the evidence points to Charlie being shot from his back right. Now, including this little blood splatter that we can see here against the white backdrop, the extreme hemorrhaging from the front of his neck, which again corresponds with an exit wound, the extreme loss of blood. No matter what the caliber is, that distance, that amount of meat is not enough for most bullets to expand. I mean, 99.9% of bullets will not expand in that short distance. Most of...
So as you can see, there's a downward motion on the back of his head. He definitely crunches down. And what he's explaining is the small distance from there to there will not allow the bullet to expand as much. So it's actually coming. You can actually see his hairs. You've watched the back of his hair. It deforms. The round comes out the neck, and that's what this is. Also, please note that you can actually see Charlie's nipples. So he wasn't wearing any chest armour like the official statement is. But in any case, back to the video.
Them require 12 to 14 to 16 inches even sometimes of tissue to expand properly. Also, Charlie tensing up correlates and proves that he was hit in his spine. It's a spinal injury. Any of the game that I've shot in the neck or in the high vitals where you impact the spine, the game usually drops right in its tracks because you sever the spinal cord. This is again exactly what we see with Charlie. He tenses up. His head movement also correlates with being shot in the back of the head. His head snaps forward, and then he tenses up, and you see him fade away, drop the mic, and was absolutely traumatizing video footage. And I'm sorry to have to show you guys this again, but this needs to be seen and talked about because this is going to be suppressed in the algorithm. So make sure you share this with any of your friends, your family members. Save this video, whatever you need to do. So this video was actually provided to the channel by a friend of mine.
Which is exactly the reason why I've decided to do this as well. Because I can't deny this evidence. It makes sense. And he's right. It's going to get suppressed. No one will want to talk about it. People will call you everything under the sun. It's sad that even with this, where Charlie's life was so powerful, that they're feeling the need to lie about the shooter. The shooter that wasn't. Any case, back to the video.
Mine who is a Marine, and I forgot to show you the end of the video here. So this is my friend who actually made the video. I want to just give him a shout out. I will link his socials down in the description below. Again, he is the one who brought this to my attention. This is his video. He created this. He did the drawings on it, and he sent it to me to allow me to use it to show you guys what we're talking about.
So as you can see, this guy clearly knows what he's talking about. He's a Marine or an ex-Marine. Yeah. And this is the guy who created the video and did all the research. So obviously credit to him, and also credit to Range Day Bro for coming out and talking about this, because it's not going to be a popular thing to talk about. It really isn't, especially with the information that he shows in a moment. I'll let the video do the talking, because yeah, it's a bit mind-blowing. So any case, so let's go back to the video.
If anyone is qualified to talk about it, it is this dude. He is a super cool guy, so please go ahead and check him out. And I really appreciate him sending me this over, because until he sent this to me, I just hadn't seen anything like it. Now, I wanted to be sure, and I wanted to make sure that wasn't like doctored footage. So I went to one of the original videos that I saw.
Which, by the way, is exactly what I did as well, which is why I've waited a couple hours before I actually released this video and share this video, because I wanted to make sure that it all correlated. I probably said that wrong. But I wanted to double check, triple check, quadruple check this, because obviously it's a hot button subject, and it's close to people's hearts, and you know, for me personally, it affected me deeply. But for the memory of Charlie, I think we owe it to find out who exactly did this, because yeah, it's a bit odd, don't you think?
Posted the day of Charlie's assassination, and right here I have it paused where you can see that splash that I'm talking about from the entry wound, and you can see it slowed down. This guy in this video is actually talking about the F in this on his shirt and the ring, some other stuff that really has nothing to do with it. People are arguing about body armor. You could see Charlie's his nipples through his shirt, his chest is.
You see what I mean? That was the thing. You can actually see Charlie's nipple, and if you wear body armor, it would just be flat. There wouldn't be anything there. So he wasn't wearing body armor, which then is the official narrative is that Brown hit here or hit somewhere on the body armor, shattered, and the chunk went through his neck, and that's a lie. Yeah. Any case, let's get back to the video.
His breasts through his shirt, but you can see that he has no body armor on right here. Okay, this would all be one slick piece of plate. It's already been established there's no body armor, so this is actual proof right here. He slowed this video down perfect. You see the blood right here dripping out of his head from the entry wound, and the bullet is coming from here down through here. Okay, hit play, and there it goes. So again, I wanted to confirm the footage I had seen originally was not, in fact, doctored in any way. So you can see it here as well, a little piece down there, and it actually goes up a little bit off frame here from my screen recording. So you can see clearly entry, exit, then, of course, the part we can't show here on YouTube. So irrefutable evidence that he was shot in the back of the head. clear as day to me. Now that may be a hard pill for a lot of you to swallow, and without doubt, the non-player characters who just buy into the narrative, as well as the thousands and hundreds of thousands of bots, will likely attack me in this video because I'm showing the truth. I'm going to ask for you guys to share this video so that this word gets out, so that more people can see the truth of what happened to Charlie Kirk.
Which again is why I'm doing this, because we need to talk about this and we need to share this. Now I'm going to have to bring this down a little bit because this is where he was. They're going to explain this now, and before I go any further, before I open this video, I want you to look very carefully at this particular photo. Obviously this is where Charlie was sitting. Or he was sitting just over there actually. And you have a look at this picture. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna let you see or understand that there is something very off with this picture. It's not obvious initially, but when you look, when you can see it, you realise there's a problem. And it also realises, or makes you realise, that whoever did do this shot, whereas everybody said 200 yards, not a problem, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, absolutely true. It's an easy shot. But this guy was a professional. Absolute professional. I'm leaving it up there just for a few more minutes because unless you spot... Well, when he points it out, I didn't spot it. So this is the position where the shot come from. So somewhere in here is a gunman. I'll play the video and you'll be surprised because I
want to take a look at this photo next. This guy's talking about this bush up here in the top left of this photo, and he zooms in on it and he's stating that it does look suspicious. It does look suspicious. It looks like there is a person right here, and it looks like there is a rifle right here that the person is holding. A hand here, support hand, sort of very blurry image, but you can clearly make out that this is not just a bush. This is a human skin tone right here, and this correlates with human head and hair.
So you see it now? Do you see what he's on about? He's putting it out. There's the face, the arm, and you got the gun there. If you look at this, there's a sight. So you have a cross formation, and you got a cross formation there. Yeah. Did you spot it before we got there? Because I didn't, and I thought I was good at this shit.
And a rifle in the exact kind of crucifix shape of an AR-15 with an optic on it mounted up. So good on this dude for finding this photo and looking for, like he said, hours of going through photos and videos until he saw this. This would 100% line up with the actual shot that we've now proven was not taken from the front, was taken from the back side of Charlie. This would line up exactly with that bullet trajectory and the entry and exit wound that we exhibited, that we saw here on camera. So guys, this is a very heavy topic. I do not want to believe that this is possible, that the FBI either knowingly or unknowingly missed this. And I'll leave that up for you guys to speculate on. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. All I know is that 100% Charlie was not shot from the front. It is very clear that he was shot from the side, most likely by this bush up here. This man in the bush, whatever you want to call him. It has been very clear to me that there has been a lot of NPCs, a lot of people going after me and others who are trying to seek out the truth. And it's so important to not let them silence your voice. For Charlie, for this country, really, for the Constitution, for everything that we stand for freedom, it is imperative that we continue to ask questions and seek the truth when we're so clearly being lied to. So I really appreciate all the support that you guys have shown me over the last...
So there you go. Again, I will echo his sentiment. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not pointing fingers at anyone. But why are we being lied to about this? It's up to you. I mean, I'm sure people will let me know right down in the comment section what you think about this. because when I saw it first, I thought, nah. But going over all the other bits of video, because the one thing that always bothered me was the extent of the neck wound. The fact that it was so catastrophic, but body armour, shattered bullet, deflection, possibly big enough chunk would do that damage. But now you see this, that was an exit wound, and that would make perfect logical sense. I've seen them. I know what exit wounds look like that Marine did. And that is, yeah, so sad. It's so sad that not only has this happened, but we're being lied to for the reasons why. I know perhaps people will probably say, oh, perhaps I should have waited, but you can't wait for stuff like this because it's reality shattering. So the guy they've got in custody probably didn't do it. Somebody else did it and did a damn good shot from a different position. So we have a patsy. Makes you question a lot of things. Like, was it engineered to get the rise of the right up, or are we all just being played? A man as wonderful and as passionate and believing as Charlie was murdered for whatever reason we do not know now. And before people go, but, well, you see, before any Democrats or left wing goes, see, told you, you have no place to stand. You have no place to stand. None of you do. Because you are nothing now. If nothing else, what this abomination has done is make you fall all on your own swords. You created cancel culture. You created the environment that you're being punished for right now. So live with it. But I can't ignore evidence like this. And neither should you. So thanks to Range Day Bro for putting that video up. I hope he is okay. I have messaged, but didn't get a chance to report time differences and that. I hope he's okay with me sharing it, because he's right. It does need to go out. The algorithm will absolutely spam it. Although, to be fair, it was released 4 hours ago and it's got 304,000, nearly 305,000 views already. And it's going really well. I'll just click on it and see if it updates. Let's refresh. That's it. 304,598 views and 39,000 likes. I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it because we need the truth about these things, and he's right about what will happen to this video. It will be suppressed. So if you've seen my video, share it. Go over to Range Day Bro. You've seen the link. Go over to his channel. Share his video. Get it all out there, because we need the truth. For that man's honour and that man's memory, we deserve not to be lied to. We really don't. Any case, enough of that. Ways to support the channel down below. If you like what I'm doing, hit the like, share and subscribe button. And yeah, put it all back to me. So sad. Until the next one.
You said to me that you can't stand the world you're living in no more. I can't say I blame you,